What's going on, ladies and gents? Your boy Gamma back with the lovely
Juju.
Pop the Balloon.
Pop.
Or
Find Love.
I think they did that already. Oh yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we gotta give it up for. Oh yeah.
These two.
Those two. Yes, sir. It's about to be a party.
It is.
So if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, all notifications. You won't miss a video like this. Like the video, drop a comment below and let us know. But this is a catch-up, Juju.
It is.
And this is one of those videos we had to do to Tavarius and Tiffany. Do you remember them?
Oh, how could I not? Like, look, I think this is one of the ones that went down in the history books. With Pop the Balloon.
Yes, a lot of people wanted us to do a catch-up.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see that more and more. Like every video, if there is a match, you know, we get one or two. This one, we have to do it.
We do.
It was one of the big videos. In fact, it was one of our big videos that, let's just say our neighbor knows that we do reaction videos, right?
From this. Yeah.
Shout outs to them, by the way. We love our neighbors. We got the best neighbors, right? In fact, they know we did YouTube from the gate.
Yeah.
By the way, we always did YouTube.
Yeah.
They just didn't know we did this.
And until it popped up.
Until it popped up. So we was like, yo, look at that. Our literal next door neighbor found out. Like, yo, shout outs to them though, man. But anyway, guys, I know you all wanted to see this, and so do we. So we're going to actually not say too much, right? We may not even be on the camera that much.
Yeah.
Save it for the end, you said?
Yeah, save it for the end.
We're going to do that. So make sure you stick through all the way at the end, and you're going to know what we really think. But in the meantime, let's have fun. Let's get it. Let's go.
It's Arlette, and we are here today with Tavarius and Tiffany. Welcome, y'all. How we feeling?
Good. Pumped up.
All right. Good. Tavarius, how about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Okay, thanks. I'm good as well. So we had the both of you on episode 23 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. Well then, is it going to be a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Sure.
We got a match! I'll take this mic and you guys can go on off. Let's make it up. Let's make some noise. Okay, and then so obviously that episode, there was a lot going on with it. The comments went crazy.
I know.
They went haywire. Tiffany, we got a chance to talk with the girls on BM Talks to them, the unmatched. We got a chance to talk to the unmatched women of that episode. Obviously, you matched, so you weren't a part of that conversation. But is there anything that
I was supporting my girls.
Yeah, is there anything that you wanted to say in addition to what you heard, what we talked about, anything?
Honestly, like I wasn't really mixed in with whatever happened afterwards, because after I matched, we were gone.
Right. Y'all said
we left. I didn't know what happened after I left. I really don't.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So kind of to get into the both of you. So as soon as TJ walked out, I feel like, Tiffany, you were one of the first people to pop. So what led you to popping your balloon so quickly as soon as he came around that corner?
Honestly, I wasn't even looking at his face. I was just looking at the overall, like the way his outfit fits his physique and stuff like that. Obviously, this is like a very first impressionable show, so you're based off first impression. That's what I was going off of. But at the same time, you know, we do have our opportunity to ask for our balloon back. So I'm like, well, it's no shame in my game. Why not? Why not? You know?
Exactly.
If you messed up, you messed up.
Yeah. And then TJ coming out and hearing all those balloons go off, like what was going through your mind?
They did them wrong.
Honestly, when you was like, "Don't be scared," a little bit when you said, "Don't be scared," I was like, "I'm not scared, but like, I guess I can leave now." You know what I mean? So, you know,
you're like, Arlette, I'm not walking out. Cut the cameras. Cut the show.
Wow.
Yeah, because I've never seen that many pops that fast. Have you?
Wow.
Yes, actually, we did have one, season 1.
Okay,
I don't exactly remember what episode.
I was the second one, then I guess.
What do you think it was?
I feel like I set the precedence for that. Like, my apologies, TJ. You're not. My apologies. I feel like if I had popped, people probably wouldn't have popped so quickly.
Right. And then TJ, what do you think it was? Like, just from like...
Now, hold on. You see how she just said that, right?
Yeah.
Because I know whenever people say, hey, the women follow each other and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Some people get upset. She's a female. She's admitting. Had I not popped, maybe they would have held off. That's her words.
Good point.
I know you heard what some of the ladies had to say. Do you agree with some of the stuff that they were saying about why they popped on you?
Well, they all said outfit. That was basically it. So I actually, I didn't mind my outfit. So I don't know if it's a greed thing because it's their preference. So I don't really know.
Okay. You thought your outfit was fly though, right?
I thought it was fine. Like I still don't see nothing wrong with it.
There was nothing wrong with it. It's just the way it fits your physique. It was so tight on you. You're a stocky guy. So it's like a little
lady
tight.
In the back was cool with it. I forgot. I don't know her name, but she was like helping us out. She's like, "You look lovely. Like, go out there." I'm like, "Thank you."
And I do see like a lot of guys who work out, go to the gym. They do like really like tight, form-fitting clothes. So is that kind of that's like your style? Is that what you would say?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I wear a lot of suits. I'm a professor, so like I wear a lot of slim suits. I wear a lot of like polos.
So the slim fit.
I don't really have a lot of baggy clothes. So I guess. Yeah.
Oh, you can't let that slide. First of all, applaud him. This is a professional man we talking
Yes, a professor.
Right, he ain't a slacker. He don't hang in the corners and do none of that.
Nope.
This dude is out here looking for love. So respect his attire, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, you know what, Juju? Let me put you on the spot, though. Because all the women, right, they caught flack for this.
Yeah.
Just based off his fit, since that was their excuse.
Right.
What was the issue, though? I mean, I know it was no belt, but what was the issue? Was there any other issue?
No, it was just... No, there was nothing else. It was just the way.
So was it really the fit
formed.
then? Like, was it the fit, you think? Or it could have been, they just didn't want to hurt his feelings or something?
No, because he's not a bad-looking dude. So I don't know.
You don't know.
To me, it just speaks volumes when you're basing. I mean, because when they got to know him, as he opened up and spoke about, his career, what he wants and whatnot, they were all like applauding and commending him, and it was just like, but it's your fit. So
it didn't
I
make
don't
sense.
know.
It didn't make sense. Yeah.
I think it just reveals a lot in today's like dating pool, like what really matters, like what.
That's a good point. Right. Because collectively, there's no shame in behaving like that. So it really is a cultural thing, like a shift, where superficiality is the thing.
There's so much placed on it.
Right.
So much weight is placed on it.
Because you're right. When he was talking, they were vibing with him.
Yeah.
They were laughing with him. So it's like, he's a good dude, but you popped on his fit, man.
I
don't know. If y'all remember his fit, was it really that bad though?
I don't think it was.
We wasn't looking for baggy on you. We was looking for like form fitting. It was a little tight. That's just it. That was nothing wrong with your outfit. It was just a little tight. It didn't show off your physique. Like you wouldn't know a girl has a good physique if she's not dressing towards her body type.
Okay. Now, TJ, what made you be like, you know what? I'll take, if she takes her balloon bag, I'll go with her. Because I know coming out there and having everyone pop on you, that could be a little bit like, you already popped on me. I'm not going to match with you. So what made you be like, yeah, sure. Like, yeah, I'll go with you.
Honestly, it was a combination of things.
Okay.
Like, I didn't even get to look at the girls, to be honest. I didn't even look at any of the guys. Like, once they all popped, I wasn't really like, this person's not my type, this is not my type. So it wasn't straight a physical attraction. The reason why I took it back, it was more like, okay, she wants to know more about me. And this one girl left that wants to know about me. I came here for love. Let me just get to know her. Yeah. So it was just like, why not? You know what I mean? Like everybody else has popped.
I feel
okay.
Because I didn't hear anything else. Like I didn't know anything else. So it was just
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's time for us to go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of why we are here today. So since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone on a date?
Oh boy.
Would you consider leaving afterwards and going out to eat a date?
Of course. So you guys did, yeah? Okay.
They made it at least one day.
So where'd you guys go? How'd the date go?
You want to answer?
No, I'll let you go. I feel like...
Okay, well, we went to, I don't even know, I think it was called, I really don't know what it was called, but it was like a hookah-type lounge area, very nice, upscale. It was cute. And like we just got to talk to each other, get to know each other. But we weren't alone. We went with one of the match couples. So yeah.
Okay, so it was like a double date kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And how was that for you, TJ?
Well, it was interesting because I was actually gonna leave. Tiffany was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "I'm about to just go back to my hotel." She's like, "No." Tiffany's very outgoing.
Yes.
So like I'm like the opposite. Like I'm very like introverted. I'm like focused on like just like the mission. The mission was to come here, get a balloon, go back home. So she was like, "No." She's like,
"You didn't want to take your date out?"
Your match? Although I wasn't, my brain was still on them pops. If I'm being honest, my brain was like I was still like confused. Like that was a lot. So I would just go think about it. Go call my friends.
He needs some milk. Listen.
He needed milk though. We're gonna rewind it because it was a lot. We didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah.
We knew it was bad, but not that bad.
Right.
Sheesh. What you had to say though, Juju?
No, he's having flashbacks. Like
trauma. Yeah. It's PTSD. Yeah. Look at his face. He's like, yo, it was crazy. Man. All right, let's let him finish it. Yeah. I feel bad for bro, man. I hope this gets better though. Let's see.
My brain was still on them pops. If I'm being honest, my brain was still, like I was still like confused. Like that was a lot. So I was just like, I would just go think about it. Go call my friends back home, tell them what happened.
Yeah.
And so when she said no, let's like go out, I did ended up being really good friends with Maul. So we was already in the back talking. So I felt a little bit because yes, she got her balloon, but I didn't know Tiffany. I at least knew Maul right away. So I was like, all right, cool. I go out with Maul. It made it a little bit more comfortable. And so I was like, cool. So yeah, it was cool.
Okay, got it. And now, so I know you said you were ready to dip right after the show. So when you matched with Tiffany, like, is she someone that is your type though? Because it seems like you were just like, I just matched so I can get out of there kind of thing. Is she someone that is your type?
Well, I wouldn't say I matched to get out of there. It was
okay.
It was more say like
correct me then, because that's what it sounded like. Let me hear it from you.
Yeah. So like let's just say if you were going out there and you didn't get to look at anybody, but yet somebody was the only one that was like, hey, you know what? I made a mistake. It was more so like I felt a genuine energy. So it was more than, that's what I said. I didn't really get a chance to look at Tiffany when I was there. It was more like, oh wow, like that was nice of her to actually take her balloon back to say, you know what, I made a mistake. Because that's accountability. And that's like I actually look for that when I'm looking for a partner, is accountability. So I was like, okay, cool. Like first impressions mean a lot, but it means a lot that you double back to take your balloon back. So that's why I matched with her.
Okay.
All right. So what do you think about that?
He said a lot, man. A lot of interesting things. It really depends though, man. We don't live in like a very black and white world in any way. It's a lot of nuance. So I think there is a time when everything he said does apply. Meaning you will have a negative first impression of someone.
Right.
A few moments or even minutes later, it changes.
Yeah.
So there's room for what he's saying to make sense. Okay. I don't know if the audience agrees though, because you remember they were almost upset, disgusted that he gave her a chance.
Yeah.
Like, why would you take it back? So I you know what? In fact, we really need to know from y'all. Leave a comment below.
Let us know.
You know what I mean?
What's this?
Yeah, I'm gonna reserve my opinion for the end.
Yeah.
Okay. That definitely clears things up.
Hold on, I gotta put you on the spot, Julie.
Oh boy,
no. You know there's gonna be people getting on my case like, why ain't you ask her? And I really do want to know, what's your thoughts on what he said? Like, is he giving her too much credit? Because he was like, I like a woman with accountability, and that's what she did. She understood she make a mistake.
Look,
how you dissect
people are going to argue. People are going to be like, you know what? The moment she found out that he makes some good moolah, good money, some bread. I heard that too. Right? Yep. That's the reason why she doubled back. Yeah. And then you have his, point of view, which is basically, look, she took accountability. She prematurely popped. Yes, she was being superficial. Yeah. It's like she's on. So I don't know.
It's hard to judge in that moment, yo.
Yeah.
It really is. And we talked about positive projections. Right? Whenever because people project, but usually it's associated with negative. He seems like a very kind-hearted or a genuine person.
Yeah.
So he could be projecting his perspective on her.
That's true. You have to be careful with that.
And she really might have had ulterior motives. Who knows, man? But drop your comments. Let us know. We'd like to know what you think at this point.
Yeah.
So let's hear them out. Let's see what they got to say.
So after the date, what happened? Did you guys communicate, FaceTime, call, text? How was the communication?
We met up the next day after that.
Okay.
And the plans were to like just, chill, like, go to the museum. I ended up, family was in town for me. So I ended up coming to the party pretty late. But a lot of the cast members from that episode, they all went to the museum together. And the plan was for me to meet him at the museum with everybody else. But I ended up getting caught up with my sister that came into town and my nephew, and it was his birthday. So I went to out to eat with them. And by the time I was done, they were already done with the museum. So I met up with him after at his resort. And the resort was having like free cocktail hour, people by the pool. So, we ended up chilling at the pool, getting the free cocktails, and Carrington came.
Okay, so again, y'all were joined again by somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, we were, but the plan was for everybody to be together, but everybody failed.
Yeah.
And Carrington was the only one that was like, "Yeah, I'm still ready to have fun."
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so how was that time when it was just the two of you? How was it for you, TJ?
I don't think we had a time.
We had
Also,
a little
when
bit
you-
of time to chit chat, but nothing too deep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So every
Yeah.
time you guys have hung out, it's always been like a group thing, or like there's always somebody else, like a
Pretty
third
much.
party?
I mean, there was probably a couple hours
Yeah.
here or there.
Okay.
But most of the time it was probably with one or two other people.
Okay. So then how are things now? Like after that, because I know TJ, you travel a lot. So how long were you in Arizona? Did you guys hang out again after that resort
So-
moment?
I was in Arizona until Monday morning.
Okay.
And I believe once I got back, she wished me a safe flight and told me that she would be going to, I believe, Cleveland, because she travels too. Like, Tiffany's a very, very active woman. So she goes to different states, different places for business. I like her hustle, what she does, because sometimes people just don't like to make a living for their own. Like she actually is very ambitious. I travel, she travels. So I would say we talk probably right after every week. It began to slow down a little bit more because of life, and I'll let her go into what she went through and what I went through. But I definitely think Tiffany's been a solid person. Like, even just as a friend, she's been a solid person. Some people just look for love, right off the bat. But, there has to be a foundation. And so I think Tiffany is a very solid person in general, just a solid human. I think anybody would be lucky to meet Tiffany.
Aww.
Yo, just round of applause for just how complimentary, how sincere, how genuine he is.
Yep.
You just gotta give it up for him, man.
Yeah.
No, seriously, man. I'm sure no one knows more than him how much scrutiny, how much flack he caught for all of that. For going on the show, I mean. You know what I mean? Because people be in the comments, they be ragging him in everybody's video, or Let's, etc. But he probably knows more than anyone just how much they looked at Tiffany, how much they looked at him. And he basically it don't even bother me. I know her, she's solid, she's genuine. Is there any room for redemption? That's what I'm saying.
Is there any room for grace?
That's who. Let us know in the comments, man. We don't be ready to rip people to shreds because we understand everybody can have a checkered past.
Exactly.
But everybody also can have a room for redemption, triumph over tragedy. So, shout outs to him. I like his attitude, man.
I do too.
Real good, positive, and strong.
Tiff.
Same with TJ. He's very understanding, and he's very communicative. He listens to people's, he listens. He's always a shoulder to lean on. So we both was going through stuff. I got into a car accident last month, and someone in his family was sick, and it was just then he got sick, and he's been traveling a lot, so. Yeah, he's a really good support system. He's always there for shoulder to lean on, someone to talk to. We all go through things, but he hears you out, and he also expresses how he feels, and he also, you know, says like what's going on in his life, because his life is pretty busy too, and he goes through things too, like everybody does. So I just like that we have that window to, like, you know, be comfortable enough to share our lives with each other.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys have been in like constant communication, but has it been like building? Do you feel like you're working towards like a romantic thing, or you guys are more keeping it like on a friendship level?
I'm open to whatever. I don't have any expectations on our, you know, relationship. I feel like if it's gonna blossom towards something, it will. You know.
And if it
doesn't, but he's very much a catch. So I'm open to it.
I think me and Tiffany have been on one accord with where we are. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you have people that are very forceful with things, and like, I think her being so outgoing, what's caught me off guard is how accepting she is of my situation and her situation. So like she said, she'll be like, hey, if you're in Arizona, let's go another day. If I'm in North Carolina, let's go another day. So it's not like a push and shove match. You know what I mean? Like, we understand that, like, we're very busy. But like she said, both of us are catches. Both of us understands that in life things happen for favor. Sometimes we're in the same place. Sometimes we're not in the same place. But I just think a lot of times people close books and they open books. But I think this is not that situation where you can say either or.
Okay. So the door is open for both of you.
Absolutely.
But ain't nobody entering it.
Arlette is trying to be patient.
Just give me
like,
the
well, y'all
juicy
stop
stuff.
coming on my show and not finding love. It's not fun. Friends and Pop the Balloon.
And business partners.
She really tried to be patient, but she being sweet, though. Shout out to Arlette. Because this is interesting, Juju.
It is.
Two people, right? Complimenting each other. They're not talking nothing negative about each other's
no
looks.
Shade, no jabs.
Right. The only thing at least one said was like the fit, and that's nothing. Also, they're talking about the friendship is there.
Yeah.
They communicate, right? They have respect for each other. And yet she said the door's open. He said the door's open. So is it just that they're busy? What do you think is keeping them apart, though?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I want to know, y'all. Like, what's going on? What's wrong with this picture?
You know what?
Who lying? Is somebody lying? And who's lying?
I think considering how he is an introvert, meaning he's like more pulled back,
right?
You know, he's slower to move, and she doesn't want to probably pressure him or put any, you know what I mean?
So you saying she actually might be just waiting on him?
I feel that.
So you think she still likes him at this point?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I mean, let us know.
No, I'm just asking. Yeah, let us know if y'all feel like, you know, either one is gonna turn out to be into the other, you know, or if this situation is gonna blossom. Because right now I don't see anything negative, but I just need more. I need a little more. So let's see.
It's just like
y'all ain't entering either or.
Honestly, like, we travel a lot, so I feel like if we run into each other, it's destiny, it's fate. You know, the universe will put us where we need to be to start that. You know.
Okay, so would you guys say you're too busy to date? Because that's what it sounded like to me. Like,
I just feel like the way our lives are set up right now, we both travel a lot. So
yeah,
it's even more than travel too. Arlette, it's like, so like sometimes like you're traveling, but sometimes you're in that mode where like things are working for you personally that you didn't think would work for you at that time. So like she's had many accomplishments since we left. I had many accomplishments. So like sometimes like you want love, but you also understand like, hey man, right now is the moment where like things I work for are really clicking.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And so we've been celebratory of each other and like thanking each other, and that in itself is like bonding, you know?
Right now I'm pretty much focused on my end goal. You know, as everybody know, I'm an exotic dancer, you can't do this forever. So I've been trying to put things into place so I can exit that, so I can be a wife, so I could be, you know, a girlfriend, so I could be, you know, a partner. So I wouldn't say I'm really actively dating. I'm focusing on like making sure I get out of a situation that I'm in to focus on the partner that I could potentially have.
Okay. TJ?
So when I left the show, Tiffany was the one person who I doubted that this would be true for. She was like, you're about to get a whole bunch of DMs. She was like, you're about to get like a bunch of DMs. I was like, no, I'm not. Everybody popped on me. Nobody likes me. And then she's like, no, TJ, you're like a catch. Trust me. Like, I know why I took my balloon back. Man, I got home flooded. Like, absolutely flooded. That being said, I've not been on a date with anybody in my DMs. I appreciate the comments. But like, I've been on, like, my book's right here. I've been steady, traveling steady, so I haven't really had a chance to even look at anybody else. Well, so that's what the show was for. That's why me and Tiffany went on the show, you know?
Yeah.
So like we said, we're both very focused individuals, and love will find us, but we're just gonna find us in our own way, like in what we're doing and our purpose in life.
And I feel like our friendship, the way our friendship is like set up, we're always gonna be in each other's lives. Like
sure.
very
For
supportive. Sure. I'm very supportive. We both believe in each other's dreams, and that's why I feel like I'm very open to the door. Like if it blossoms, it's gonna blossom because we're setting the foundation for that.
Wow.
Okay. Just because I know in the comments this is going to come up. I know people are going to be like, well, why did you guys come on the show if you're so busy doing your own thing? Like, it doesn't sound like finding a relationship is your top priority right now. So I'm guessing now, like, why did you guys apply for the show if it's not something that you're so ready to dive into?
I'll let her answer first, and then you want me to go first again?
I can go. I would say that it is a priority for me, and I feel like there's people that come back into your life 4 or 5 years later at the right time. I feel like I could meet somebody that I connect with there, and who knows if it like sparks there or if it sparks up 2 years from now. Either way, I found somebody in an unorthodox way because the regular way is not working for me.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So did y'all catch that? Yeah. Because we always get people saying, why do anyone go on this
show?
Yo, everybody's lifestyle is vastly unique. Even if you work with someone, you don't know what they're doing behind, the doors and after work. And so it's your life is not theirs. Ours is not theirs and vice versa. And I'm not saying that, to say that it's the best decision to go out there on the dating show. Yeah. I'm just saying you don't know why people do it.
Exactly.
And
that's
as
true.
a result, you shouldn't condemn it. You know what I mean? Like, it might look silly, it might look theatrical, it might look a lot of ways, right?
Yeah.
But where else do people link up? Let's see, where? Random groceries at the corner. You know what I mean?
At the corner?
Anywhere. Like, I don't know, gas station, you know what I mean? Truck stops.
Okay, clean that up. Okay.
What else? Laundry mats, arcade. Yeah. Everywhere is random. The point I'm trying to make, unless it's like, I don't know, a church or maybe, your job. If it's a place you kind of forcefully be around people, it can create some organic, situations. But other than that, I'm just saying, we living in a different time. You got dating apps, you got online dating, you got these groups and Reddit groups and Facebook groups. At least
this is in person where you're seeing the actual person. You're not being catfished.
Exactly.
And it's fun. It's dating done in a very light-hearted way, so to speak.
Right. It's like, here we go. Yeah. That's a good way to put it too. It's not that serious and deep off the bat. You just, you got balloons. You like, pop. I get why people go in here. That's all we saying. So hopefully y'all can see that too. Not, the majority of the subscribers and the people that rock with us, they get it. But the few comments we see every now and then. Come on, man. Y'all got to have perspective. It's not one way to do things. That's all.
Yeah. I would say for me, I came on the show strictly because, like, my friends were like, hey, man, you need a woman. Right? Because, like, I'm very, it's like, hey, man, you're working all the time. Like, you don't go out. You don't hang out. So, like, when else are you going to find a woman? So that's the answer why I truly went on. I actively was not pursuing. My friends looked at my life and said, hey, man, go. We're signing you up right now. Okay. I'm very glad I did go because it made me feel like, like I probably could use some assistance here or there, like in the love life. I probably could use somebody to talk to on occasion. Because being a children's author, you see a lot of lovely families out here that are complete, that do have kids that I'm giving books to, and like their kids are laughing with their parents. So you get to see like another side of like what I could have in the future. So I definitely am open to love. I'm definitely was looking for love. And I think it's a lot of people out here that should go on the show for that reason, because there are a lot of hard workers out here. Like, you are a hard worker. BM's a hard worker. So, like, sometimes you get so in your work that you're not even paying attention. You know? So this was an eye-opener, too, that I do need to respect that lane. It is another part of me.
It also gave me, like, a way to meet people outside of what I do, because I'm in the nightlife, so you're exposed to the same dating pool. So I really wanted a broader, you know, dating category than what I'm used to, what I'm exposed to.
Okay. Yeah, and speaking of your professions, they're on two different ends of the spectrum.
Talk about
so how is that like? I feel like for TJ, I know probably you've got a lot of messages and there's been a lot of comments about it. Like, how is this going to work between them? Like, is that something that you feel is also blocking you guys?
For my part, my only person that asked me in my family about it, I think one of my cousins or somebody was like, "Hey, did you know she was a exotic dancer?"
Did you know?
And I was like, "I didn't know, actually." And we talked about it. Like, we talked at the same time when she said it.
Yeah,
like,
I figured.
Saying that.
I dated a lot of dancers, but then like when she said exotic dancer, I was like talking. So I didn't hear, but after the show.
Yeah, he just confirmed that, man.
A lot of people were saying this. Yeah.
And just for clarity,
Like,
he's referring to the time they were actually on the show.
Right.
When they were talking, right?
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, do you have an issue with something like blah blah blah?"
Like me being a dancer, yeah.
Right, and he was speaking at the same time, so he didn't hear it. He only heard probably dancer. And you know, it could be calypso choreography.
She was like, do you have a problem with me being a dancer?
Yeah.
And then he was like, a dancer, and then she was like, exotic dance, and then he spoke.
Said something.
Yeah, it was like, So
yo, he was nervous. This really goes to show, like, it's not what it appears to us. To us, it appears so cool and composed. To them, you know, they chest is like, you know, oh man, they popping on me. Oh gosh, it's rough. It's rough. It's like you're being forced to perform, but you're trying to find something serious at the same time. It's not easy, y'all. It really isn't.
When she said that, I was already getting to know her, like, beyond the exotic dancer. Yeah. So if I would have heard that, I'm not gonna lie, maybe I would have popped. Maybe. Because like I had a stigma. You know, I didn't really understand, like, I didn't really look beyond that label, you know? So I'm actually glad I didn't hear it, because I wouldn't even got to know her, you know what I mean? As a friend, as a genuine human being. Like I said, Tiffany doesn't want to be in that life forever. Nobody does, really, unless you really like that. So I think it was a curse and a blessing that I was able to not hear it.
Okay. And then Tiffany, do you feel like the professions are something that's possibly blocking the two of you from, like, really exploring this more?
Well, me alone, it's always been an issue in my dating life. So that's why I went on the show. But I did think that's, like, I was nervous saying it. I thought he heard it, but I was nervous saying it, so it was a little low. I was like, exotic dancer. Because
I was literally like arguing with people.
But I was like,
I was arguing with people because I was like, she didn't say that.
I'm gonna take a chance to get my balloon back, and you know, if he pops on me, he pops on me. But at least I know that I'll leave this situation knowing that, you know, I didn't leave with no regrets.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Wow. I really did not, like, when people was like, she said that, I was listening. I'm like, I don't hear it. Like, how did they hear that? I was right in front of her and didn't hear it.
Yeah, you heard dancer, and he's like, oh, I date a lot of dancers. Did you think he was talking about exotic dancers as well when he said that too?
I did.
Because I thought that as well too, and I was like, oh, okay.
I was very low saying it. I said it very low. I was nervous saying it because it has been an issue in my past. So.
Yeah.
I will say this because I know comments can be very mean.
Yep.
Like, before meeting Tiffany and going on a date with her, and of course we haven't been on serious dates or anything like that, but just knowing her as a human, as a friend, a stripper's just a job. You know what I mean? Like, it really is just a job. You're just making money. And if you do have a stigma towards strippers, you probably should get to know them. You know, like, get to ask them, see what their priorities are, because everybody's different.
All right, you know, we ain't gonna let this. Listen, man, we can't. Yo, shout out to what's his name? To Various, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro. Seriously, man. I know we were clowning on the initial episode, talking about belts and all that. But as a person, he's very solid. I like his spirit.
Yeah,
I even like what he said. I'm not gonna knock him for that because I know where it's coming from.
Yes.
You always still have to factor in the other side, right?
Okay.
There are careers, while it may not be illegal, there are people with certain levels of morality, standards, and otherwise. It doesn't always even have to do with God. They just do not want to delve into that lifestyle because it is a lifestyle. She said it. You know, she's limited to a certain demographic, certain data pool.
Yeah.
It's not the same as just going to a corporate space.
Yeah.
It's like dating like an entertainer or a basketball player. That's not the same as dating a doctor, right?
No, it's not.
Right, you got to get adjusted to it.
Yeah,
and as a result, now, if you're a basketball player, you're going to have certain vices that come with that. You got to be prepared, etc. Yeah. But if you are what she is, it's a whole nother world, bro.
Yeah.
And so I just want to put that out there for how many people who think like him. Don't think that those that refuse to date someone from this lifestyle, they're simply just judging superficially.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's deeper than
it's much deeper. It's much deeper. There's tears and I don't want to date people that do this. It's just unethical. It doesn't it's not something I want my woman to represent. I don't want the mother of my child to represent. I don't That's a thing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because I hate when you give this perspective, people are quick to be like, you're judging, everyone has a certain standard and a preference.
And we have to respect that.
Right, you have to. Some people don't even want to date you if you didn't finish high school. If you don't have a degree, right?
Look at that.
We know plenty of people without degrees that are multi-millionaires.
Yeah.
We even know people that are high school dropouts that are multi-millionaires. But they still have that standard. That's all. I mean, let us know. Like, what y'all think about that?
No, yeah.
Would y'all, especially the fellas.
Let us know below.
Would y'all date an exotic dancer? And if not, why not? That's all. And if so, why? Either way, I want to know.
Most definitely. Everybody is distant.
And I got to throw it at you, Juju.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Is there a career that a man, and I'm not talking about illegal, but is there a career that if a man had, you feel like most women would be like, no? Is it the same if he was an exotic dancer? You know what I mean? Like, what career choices could a man make that could turn the women off? Or is it as long as it come with a bag?
No.
Do you, bro?
I mean, okay. A gigolo?
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's kind of. Some would say that's the same as a dancer. So,
I mean,
all right, say less. Say less.
Putting the shoe in the other. You know what I mean?
See, it's about to get crazy. Let's keep it going. Right? Let's wrap this up.
I met dentist assistants that are dancers. I met women that are in the police academy that are dancers. I met women that are married that are dancers. So everyone is very different.
I had students that were dancers. I teach college. But,
okay, I was about to say, hold on. What do you teach?
He's a professor
in my class.
In college.
Okay, in college. Okay.
People
I have
a lot of students and dancers. Listen,
that's true. That's true.
I'm not gonna go into details, but I worked around in Metro Atlanta at the biggest universities,
and
they dancing. I'm talking biggest. Yeah, what he's saying is facts.
Through college, I was in college a couple of times. You know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, just to kind of wrap this up. Obviously, you guys are still getting to know each other. The door is open for both of you, like you said. I do hope it blossoms into something and you both make time for each other. But, like you guys said, no pressure. You guys are still getting to know each other. Now, any upcoming projects that we can be on the lookout from either one of you? Let's start with you, TJ.
I am still doing the TV book, but I also decided to release my poems. So I'll be putting out my poetry book sometime in the next month, and it's full of love stories and heartbreaks, and I think it would be good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, congrats on that, and I hope it does really well.
Yeah, because I've only been a children's book author, so I was like, you know what? Like, I have other different stuff
expand
I do.
Expand your horizon. You're talented.
Yeah. And then Tiffany, what about for yourself?
I've just been working more on my podcast, Nasty Closet Podcast. I interview entrepreneurs, people with coming of age stories. I would love to have TJ on the show.
Oh, yeah, we
But
talked about that.
I never had a chance to put offer on there yet. But yeah, so I'm just working on just expanding my brand and getting into more like creative aspects. I want to get into fashion more and stuff like that. But as far as for now, I'm working on just being a commentator and just sharing people's stories.
Well, good luck with that as well. Okay. All right, guys. Well, it was such a pleasure having you guys on today. Thank you so much for coming on and speaking your truth and being so open. I really do appreciate the both of you. And everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.
All right, ladies and gents, let's go ahead and clap it up real quick. Just a quick reminder, subscribe, notification bell. You won't miss a video like this. Like the video, share the video, comment below, and let us know what you thought about the show. All right, so for now, you know what? Let's go ahead and give our final thoughts. So, Tavarius and Tiffany. Listen, I'll go first because I'm going to keep it short, and I know they really want to hear you. But when it comes to Tiffany, though, I will say this. I'll be honest and say that she has kind of warmed up a little bit on me.
Okay.
Because, not that I judged in a negative way, but she's been on the show more than once. So I didn't know what her motives were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now hearing her out a little, she strikes me as someone that is going through a transition, like she's growing.
I get that too.
So I got to give her credit for that.
Too.
Like she kind of sounds like she knows she's not maybe all the way there. She admitted, I don't want to be in that world
anymore.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then him, I'll just say quickly, he's a solid dude.
He is.
No, seriously, man, I just got to give him one more applause, though.
Exact thoughts, yeah.
And here's why I want to stress that. It takes a lot more effort to do what he's doing. It ain't nothing to go ahead and just say a negative comment. It ain't nothing to just lash back at someone that hurts your feelings.
Yeah.
To be negative, that's the easiest thing to do. We live in a negative world. It ain't nothing to be negative. What he's doing takes a lot of effort.
True.
Takes a lot of self-control. Like he's aware, like you said, of the nasty comments.
Yeah.
And yet he's not even referring to them. That is why he's solid. No, seriously.
I agree.
I respect people who can be positive in today's world.
Yeah.
What do you got, Juju? What are your thoughts, man?
It's very refreshing, and I just love how this, their experience opens up a window to how it looks to be open-minded, and giving each other grace.
Right.
Because listen, we've seen it before. It's like Battle of the Titans a lot of times on YouTube and other social media platforms when it comes to men and women. Right? They're just always at each other, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So it's very refreshing.
It is.
To see how two different, people really.
Two different worlds,
from two different worlds are able to,
able to respectfully connect.
Yeah.
It ain't gotta be all hot and heavy, fantasy stuff. They just trying to root themselves the right way.
Yeah.
So if there's any potential of anything working out with them, I feel like they're going about it the right way.
The right way.
Friendship, respect, communication, support. It's like sooner or later they're gonna look back and be like, yo, nobody else was here for us but each other. Yeah, why are we even looking elsewhere? And
like she said, 2 years, 3 years down the road, you never know.
You never know. So I'll give her that. I'll give him that too. There is a lot of potential. And then the last thing I must say again, no judgment to her being a dancer, but the fact that she knows that's not sustainable.
Yeah, she knows
that. Should tell you everything you need to know. I don't like the fact that people are quick to flip it. Like if you have a standard, they make you feel like what's wrong with you.
Or
everyone has a standard. You might even, but also the last thing I want to say, when it comes to what she's doing, it comes with a lot of other stuff. It's not just the way it looks. It's not just what people think. It's a lifestyle. No, there's a lot of dangerous elements involved. One thing about where I'm from, man, I'm so familiar with people from different walks of lives. This is not assumptions. Like I'm telling you, you got to move a certain way. You got to look around. You got to be looking at people. What he trying to do. It's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. It's better to just have a regular, steady, non-illegal, and if you're religious or spiritual, nothing immoral as well.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I mean? So salute to you, Tiffany, and Tavarius. If you guys see this, salute to both of y'all. We happy for y'all. And we might need another catch-up, because it seems like y'all got something still going on.
Open doors.
In the meantime, drop y'all comments below. Thank you so much for making it this far. Let us know what you think about the show. And be back for more. Because we will have that for sure. Until then, your boy Gamma signing out with the lovely
Juju. Peace.